guys, so it's Friday. Friday in Port Sudan is like Sunday everywhere else. So it's a day of worship, it's a day of family, and basically everything is closed on Friday. I use my Friday to work up on things. So, I started today with emails, coffee, relax. I just sleep in a little bit, which means like 7:30 for me. And after that, obviously, I have to take care of my equipment. And this is what I'm going to be talking to you about today. So equipment maintenance is primordial here. So I don't have always the time to rinse my equipment, and I also don't have the facilities to rinse my equipment whenever, at all times. So basically what I do is I work it the entire week, make sure that it doesn't dry, because here your biggest problem is heat. It's today we're still like 1 week into an extreme heat wave, so we're pretty much around 42 degrees already. It's still not even lunchtime. So anyway, coming back to the thing, so because of the extreme heat, what I want to avoid at all times is crystallization of the salt. And the Red Sea has a very high salt component or concentration, sorry. So also I have no running water, so it's old school with the bucket, right? So let's have a look at my equipment. So this week I had some reporters and some non-profit colleagues that are in conservation visiting, which was really very exciting for me. And so we had to go and do some dives. We also went to Sangana Atoll. A story about that will come out later. And so I have their rental gear, the gear that they've used, and my personal gearbox, which is in my Samsonite, and obviously the tanks, etc., to take care of. So what I'm going to do is, obviously I have the buckets, and it's just old school, right? Try to conserve water. Water these days in Sudan is a luxury, so we really want to make sure that we don't use too much, and it's not always accessible. So then after that, it goes there for drying. Very simple. So really important with your dive gear in general is as well that it just doesn't crystallizes, right? If you can't always rinse your equipment before, after every dive or whatsoever, just try to keep it in a bag. I know it might smell a little bit, but at least it doesn't crystallize until you've got access to water, fresh water. Then rinse it and hang it out to dry in a sun-protected dry storage. That's the best to take care of your equipment. For me, this is imperative. This is work I have to do. I don't have access to equipment, and taking care, even spare parts. There's not a lot of spare parts available in Port Sudan. So making sure that your equipment is in order at all times. So I check it myself, go through if everything's working correctly, eventually do a little bit of maintenance, and that's it, right? So I'm on top of my equipment. This is primordial. Okay. So hope you enjoyed this little video. I'm going to try to keep a bit more in touch with what I'm doing here. Red is a project by the International Association of Dive Professionals, non-profit organization based in Brussels. And I am totally dependent on the goodwill of people and companies. So with this, I would like to thank the Neil Ain Free Zone here in Port Sudan and the Sheikh Mustafa Al Amin family for their support that they've showed since the start for Red Sea. And if you like my work and want to know more, just please visit my website, which is in my bio. It's oceanroamers.biz. I repeat, oceanroamers.biz. Operate Sea is just /Operate Sea. There's a button everywhere for it. And if you would like to donate, please do so. And you will get access to more of our work and separate content and updates on what's really going on. What you need to know is that we're here to help Port Sudan to sustainably develop its marine resources for the benefit of the coastal communities and the people, but also for the marine environment. The marine environment is under threat here. We are at the front lines of global warming. This is also why we are here, because the fight is fought on the front lines. So I am totally dependent, and the volunteers I'm working with, on the goodwill of you, my fans and followers, and also friends, colleagues, partners. Please don't hesitate to reach out. We have a lot of projects that we want to start in September. They need support. Not always all support needs to be money. We also need support in human resources, in teachers, in tools, in equipment, etc. So please don't hesitate to reach out either to the IADP or through my website and mention Operate Sea. All right, thanks for watching. Thanks for everyone who's been supporting me so far. It's been a tough road. It looks ever so better. Very difficult circumstances we are working under, with the political situation going on to the country, the lack of financial resources, high inflation rate topping 300%. Imagine this. So it has made our work very difficult. Currently, I sent all the volunteers back until further notice. We think it's a bit more stable, but in the meantime I am continuing the activities of Operate Sea and for the IADP and the representation here in the Red Sea. Thanks for your support and stay tuned.